This week I'm going to be putting up some chunky shelves on the wall in these alcoves. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make the shelves out of cheap timber. I've ordered 3 metre long 8x2s, or actually it's 47 by 200mm, sawn treated C16 grade timber. It cost me £15 for the timber. I had to pay for delivery on top of that though because of the length. I'm going to cut off the 2 lengths of shelving that I need. Measure out the lengths that you're going to need. I'm using a handsaw as a set square to make sure this is at a right angle. I'm clamping the timber down firmly so it's not going to move around while I cut it. Make sure you're wearing your personal protective equipment. I'm going to be using a circular saw as it will be much quicker and easier than using a handsaw. That's one bit done, now for the other bit. Now I'm going to make sure that this is sanded down. I'm using a P40 grade sandpaper initially to get all the rough edges nice and smooth. That looks nice, but it's still a little bit rough. So now I'm going to use a P120 grade sandpaper to get it even smoother. That's better, that's nice and smooth. Look at that grain. I'm going to use a damp cloth just to get all the excess sawdust off. I'm going to let it dry before I then seal the wood. Now they're nice and smooth, I'm going to seal them with some Danish oil. I'm just going to apply this with a soft cloth. You can put this on quite liberally to make sure it soaks into the wood. I've raised the shelves up slightly on a couple of strips of timber just to make sure it's going to dry. Okay, I'll let these dry now overnight. Now to put them in place. The shelves are going to go up in these alcoves here. Okay, now I'm going to fix the shelves to the wall. I've prepared the shelves, stained them with Danish oil. They're all rubbed down nice and smooth. I've also got these really nice brackets that I'm going to use. So we're going to measure up, get it all level and put them up. It's looking a bit plain on the walls at the moment and needs a bit of finishing. The shelves will make a nice touch here. These are the other items that you're going to need for the next stage. An electric drill, a 6mm masonry drill bit, brown raw plugs, a tape measure, a pencil, a hammer and a spirit level. I'm using 4x65mm screws to screw into the wall. Then I'm using 3.5x32mm screws to fix the shelves onto the brackets. Optional, use a dustpan to collect the dust. Okay, I'm going to offer the shelf up to the wall just to make sure I've got it at the right height. About there, and mark on the wall. Then use a spirit level just to draw a level line where you have already marked on the wall. It's time to work out where the brackets are going to go. And see what it's going to look like with the brackets. Should be there, and those two close, about there. Then measure how far in the brackets are going to go from the side wall. And then measure exactly the same on the other side to make sure this is all equal. Then hold the bracket up to the wall where you have already marked. Then mark where the holes are going to be drilled. Make sure this is all level. Okay, I've got a drill bit with my masonry drill and I've put it on the hammer setting. And also just a quick tip, just so you don't make such a mess on the floor, I'm going to catch all the dust in a dustpan. So I've marked where the holes are going to go and I'm ready to go. Now for the raw plugs. You might have to tap them in, but they just push in there. I'm using these 4x65mm screws and they're dark just to match the brackets. I'm screwing each screw a little bit at a time, just so I know the brackets are going to be dead straight. Great, that's that one done. Now to make sure the other one is in the right place and all level. Mark the holes just like you did for the first bracket. And then drill the holes. Okay, now to try the shelf. Yeah, nice chunky shelves. Okay, now to do the same on the other side. I'm going to measure from the ceiling down to get the right level, because I think the floors are a little bit wonky because this building is 125 years old. Once you've marked the correct height, repeat exactly the same process you did for the first shelf. I'm just going to screw these underneath so there's no chance of the shelf moving or coming off at all. Great, that's another job done. I think they look quite nice, don't you? How you install chunky shelves and brackets. Thanks for watching, please subscribe.